Welcome to Info Studio 87.6 FM, where we tell it exactly like it is. Let's say welcome. If this is your first time on the channel, a special welcome to you. We ask that you subscribe so you can be a part of the conversation. Hit the notification bell also so you'll be notified whenever we upload a video. Today's segment, I am going to cover a little bit about Renita Adams, and I'm going to talk about why I disagree with Sir.P pertaining to Renita Adams. Let me first preface my comments by saying I love and respect Sir.P to the utmost, 100%. But I think we can respectfully disagree on certain topics without anyone saying, yo, the man of this Sir.P and could do this and Sir.P, blah, blah, blah. We just have a disagreement. And this is where we disagree. Right? We've heard Sir.P done video, and Sir.P talk about Jamaica, we have a savior type of mentality, and maybe because we got a church and blah blah blah, and we are look for one man for come save, and them say, yo people, one man can't save Jamaica, especially with the terrorists and the terrorist activity and the terrorist organizations them that set up in Jamaica and are flourishing. Right? Him also made reference to Mark Shields. Now, my thing with Mark Shields is that Mark Shields could have been successful had people listened to Mark Shields in a way, because people, if you really think about it, a society has to be run by law and order, and if law and order can't prevail in that country, then you are looking at what you are looking at today, where terrorists are striving in the country and flourishing in the country, and we can't have that at all. We cannot have that at all. You understand? So let's get to it, people. Right? Mark Shields point out that you can't have citizens disrespecting the law. You can't have motorists disrespecting the law. You can't have politicians disrespecting the law. You can't have peace officers disrespecting the law and not upholding the law. Meaning, citizens are being corrupted, politicians are corrupted, and the security forces are corrupted. Peace officers are corrupted. So, how can you have law and order in our country? It's just a cesspool of lawless people. And a country cannot be run like that. So yes, if people were lending the support to Mark Shields, the country would have been better. Anyway, to Sir Renita Adams now. The difference between Mark Shields and Sir.P is that, sorry, people, forgive me. The difference between Mark Shields and Renita Adams is that Mr. Adams know the country and him know the culture very well. He grew up in the country and he know the culture. Right? But what you people seem to miss all the time is, and politicians does this a lot to all of you guys, you go to a rally, the rally sound good and a jump and a blow on a vuvuzela and a celebrate the whole night, and the whole entire time the politicians are giving the speech. You don't hear nothing of substance. You hear something will sound good and this and that. You don't hear any plans. Let's say 5-point plan. Let's say you don't hear we're going to tackle education, we're going to tackle unemployment, And this is how we're going to tackle healthcare. This is how we're going to tackle social security issues in the country. This is how we're going to tackle the infrastructure, and these are the plans we have. That's the difference. So now, let's go back to Mr. Adams now. And this is where I 100% disagree with Sir.P. Renita Adams spoke about Moby in its infancy stages, when crime and violence and terrorists were trying to move in with extortion and all kind of things that you see are happening today in Montego Bay. Right? He was sent there by a particular commissioner. He did his investigation, came back, wrote his report, and let it be known that almost 80% of the peace officers in St. James are involved in corruption. You understand? They are tools for the terrorists in the country. Alright, so Adams come out and him lay down a massive plan. Now that's what you need. You need a man with a plan. You need a man with a vision to see where things are heading to. See where criminals are going to strive and where they are going to pop up them ugly head and weed them out, chop them out. However you do it, get rid of them. Get rid of the old wicked terrorists them. You understand? So Adam said to the people, listen people, me now gonna be the commissioner. Right? But before that people, let me jog on the memory and let me, not jog your memory, but let me create a form of imagery so I can get you guys to think critically. Provoke your thought for a moment. Right? Let's do this. Martin Luther King. Was Martin Luther King one man? Ask the question again. Was Martin Luther King one man? Absolutely. He was one man. Was Martin Luther King able to write laws? Put them on the floor for a vote of the Senate. Get the congressmen to vote on it, then send it to the House as senators and get them to vote on this thing. No. But he was able to put in place a plan, actionize his plan, put it in action, and brought about change in America. Martin Luther King did that as one man. And that is why I disagree with Sir.P 100%. Let's go to one of our own Jamaicans. Was Marcus Garvey one man? I'll ask the question again. Was Marcus Garvey one man? And the question to that is, yes, hell yeah, he was one man. What was Marcus Garvey able to accomplish with a plan and action? Marcus Garvey looked at the plight of black people. Also Martin Luther King looked at the plight of black people and saw how black people weren't treated as human. We were 3/5 of a human being. We had no rights. Martin Luther King fought for the civil rights, fought for black people to get the right to vote, fought for black people to walk around as equal citizens in this country. And we can all debate, was he successful, was he not successful, blah blah blah. We can all debate that. But the point is, Martin Luther King was able to affect change in the country. profoundly. Marcus Garvey, our own local Jamaican, was able to affect change in America as well. We weren't able to travel on ships and all these other things, and if we were regulated to or relegated to some of the worst part of the ships. And Marcus Garvey came up with a plan that, listen, we as human beings, as black people, have the right to travel. So here we're going to do. We're going to build up black people's self-esteem. We're going to teach black people how to be entrepreneurs. Buy your own ship. Hence the Black Star Liner. I'm asking the people again, was Marcus Garvey one man? Or was he 10 people? He was one man. Was he a senator? Was he a congressman? No. Was he a prime minister? Was he a president? No. But Marcus Garvey affected change. Before I make this video too long, already gone 8 minutes. So, let's get back to Renita Adams. But I hope those examples I gave provoke your thought enough and allow you guys to think critically. Now, back to Sir.P and Renita Adams. So, Adams said he was sent to Mobile in its infant stage where them say things were kinda trying to, terrorist elements were trying to get a foothold. Him went down there, did him investigation, and came back, wrote his report. 80% of the police were actually corrupted police. So him come up with a plan and him said, listen, if I have the ability to be the commissioner, this is my plan. I am going to put a massive mobilization of the security force. Meaning, him a go take all them people there from Mobile, move them somewhere else. The people them probably down in a Westmoreland, move them to somewhere else too. People in a Hanover, move them somewhere else too. And move new people in. Because you can't have old wine in a dirty skill. New wine in a dirty skill. You corrupt the wine. Anyway, I don't even know if that was even a good example. Dash with that anyway. Right? So, the reason why Adams also pointed out that the reason why Mobile is the way it is right now was a result of police in action. You understand? Police in action that caused Mobile to be the way it is. So, Adam said, if I was the commissioner, right, I would lead from the front, this is what we're talking about, Martin Luther King. This is what we're talking about, Marcus Garvey. Adams would now become a Martin Luther King or a Marcus Garvey by leading from the front. Yen can't write laws put into place to give the police more tools, but guess what? He can lead by an example. He can lead by his action, thus getting the country, the people of Jamaica on their side, because terrorists are terrorizing the citizens of Jamaica for far too long. Once you get the people on your side and the people start to believe in you, then the people can force the politician who greedy and want to keep them jobs to give the man the tool him need to fight these terrorists who are terrorizing Jamaica for far too long. And people who don't know my stance when it comes to terrorists and Jamaica. I don't support them at all and I don't agree with it at all. Jamaica must be beautiful Jamaica, like we sing about all the time. Sweet, sweet Jamaica, nah left ya. Well, sweet, sweet Jamaica, foreigners abroad want come back here. Anyway, back to the point. Right? Adam also spoke about leading from the front, right? And demoting people, transferring people, putting people in place who are not corrupted people of high moral character. Him also talked about creating a brain trust bank. And what we mean by a brain trust bank is an organization where the people them can call 24/7, go online and donate information to the police, which I agree with 100%. Don't come tell me nothing about no informer. An informer this and an informer that. I believe in informers 100%. Because when the terrorists them kill your family and people see, you want them to go give the police the information. So not come here, so come tell me nothing about bash informers. Informers are 100% lifted up over here, so. Do you understand? If you see something, say something. So you create, since the police force might be and might have some corrupted people where people are afraid to give the information to. Create a brain trust bank with people or make Indicom be a part of it to where the information is given to them. And this is the thing that I rate about Adams, just like President Obama. Just like the presidents in the United States, who them have a briefing office every morning. Adams say him want the briefing from the brain trust bank, where him and a well-trusted team are going to review the information and send out the people them. Send out the people them, put the people them to work. Massive mobilization of the security force and peace officers of the country. And that is what I agree with 100%. Now tell me about SOE can. If you have a person who have the vision and the foresight and the strategies of how to use the pieces, yeah, you and me can sit down on a chessboard with the same amount of pieces and still me win the game because me have a better strategy, people. Come on. Using the brain and think that tell me say, oh, him can't. Is you have the tools, is how you use the tools. Me can give you the tools and to make your work easier and the work still come out hard. Like, I mean, people, come on, using the brain. Checkers and chess, whichever one you like to play. The point of the thing is, you and your opponent have the same amount of pieces, and yet still, the person beat you or you beat them. Why? Is because of how you use the pieces and the strategy you deploy. No. Yes, Adams have the JDF and the JCF. The man say him a go put a massive mobilization of the security force and the peace officers them. You understand? And if you lock down St. James, Westmoreland and Hanover, you do a massive transfer from St. James, Westmoreland and Hanover. Shake it up, and then you start investigate the police officers as well. So do not tell me Adams don't have what it takes to bring about change? Are you kidding me? Sir.P, we disagree 100%. It's gone 15 minutes and maybe it shouldn't be so long. So maybe I'll pick this up on a second part of the whole thing. So, people, we'll leave it right here. Right? This is Info Studio 87.6 FM, where we tell it exactly like it is. Welcome all new subscribers. Don't be afraid to log on to the channel and be a part of the whole thing. We welcome you and a special welcome to you. Alright? Xerxes out.